Today is the 14th. I always like to state the date. I feel like it just kind of gives like a time frame. But anywho, happy Friday. It's Venus Day. If you haven't seen my previous Venus Day live, you should definitely check it out. This past week, I've really been working on self-love work, and it's helped me tremendously. So I hope it helps you guys out too. I give a lot of advice and tips and ways that you can set intentions and attract that energy. So thought I'd go live right now. I started picking up on things. I always tend to pick up on things when I'm like driving, especially when I'm about to arrive back home. But once I get back home, then it's like, okay, I got to like handle business basically. So yeah, so we're gonna do a little intuitive collective reading while we are here. But I wanted to mention, so today is Friday, once again the 14th. So this upcoming Thursday is going to be a new moon. So I feel like a lot of people are needing to set intentions when it comes to this upcoming new moon. Now, as of right now, I don't know what sign the moon will be in, but since it falls on Thursday, Jupiter Day, which is another thing I've been talking about, it's a good time to set intentions when it comes to new beginnings, new intentions, starting off with a clean slate. It's a good time to start with new ideas. It's a good time to begin. It's a good time for road opening work. So I know I will be talking more about that leading up to the new moon. I'm thinking about doing a new moon group ritual service. That's something I used to offer a couple years ago. So I'm thinking about doing that again. But again, make sure you guys are subscribed and have your notifications turned on. So when I do go live, you'll get updated. So, and you can follow me on Instagram as Intuitive Love Tarot. So I'll keep things updated regarding that. But weekend energy, that was hello. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys are subscribed. So this live will be posted on my channel here. So it's gonna stay, so you guys can always come back and reference, listen to it. You know, put on some headphones or while you're cleaning or something, or working out or driving. I like to listen to tarot readings. I like to listen to podcasts as well. It helps to pass the time, but it provides kind of like spiritual guidance and readings and stuff like that. So weekend energy I'm picking up on. So we are still currently in Mercury retrograde. We just started Mercury retrograde. So communication is already like off, okay? Mercury retrograde during Scorpio season leading to Sagittarius season. You may come across or deal with someone that is going to try to trigger you, and my skin is itchy. Someone may try to trigger you, so just keep that in mind. Like, don't let them bother you. And I just saw 33 on the time. Don't let them like get under your skin and just completely like dismiss their negativity, because during Mercury retrograde, some of you guys may experience people from the past trying to like present something to you. So it's either communication, so you might receive a text, a phone call, a message through social media, whatever it may be, or someone you have to deal with. You may have to deal with them a little bit more, but because Mercury is associated with communication, just understand that when it is retrograde, just the energy, like the influence of it, maybe you'll have a hard time expressing yourself. Maybe you'll have a hard time setting boundaries. Some people will misinterpret what you're saying. Maybe your tone comes off not great, right? So just keep those things in mind, especially this weekend. I'm already feeling that energy, and I'm like, dude, like today's been such a good chill day. Like I don't want to deal with more stuff, right? But I'm not gonna take it negatively. I'm like, all right, communication wise, I'll just handle it. So there's a thing here about handling. Can I drive for you? No. So when it comes to communication, again, be mindful, but don't take things too seriously. but set boundaries. Again, some of you guys may have a hard time or will have a hard time regarding that, but set boundaries. It's okay to express like, hey, that's not okay. Hey, I don't want you saying those things to me, or like, you know, the way you spoke to me the other day, you know, I had time to process it and I just want to like make sure we're good, but I want you to understand that it was not okay, or it's not okay, right? Tomorrow, Saturday, again, depending once this video is posted and whoever else watches this, Saturdays are associated with the planet Saturn. So Saturdays are really good days for cleansing and clearing and protection work and banishing work. So hello, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Once I reach 600 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a free tarot reading giveaway. Make sure you turn on your notifications and subscribe. And I appreciate all the likes. Thank you so much. So in my previous self-love Venus day video, which I did last week, make sure you guys go back on that one, I give examples of how you could cleanse and clear your energy. So by doing so, you're going to help remove blockages, remove negativity, especially if you've been feeling tired. In that video, I literally said, I'm tired of feeling tired, right? So I've been working on my cleansing, my self-love work, and physically I don't feel tired, which is really great. I feel like, you know, yesterday I noticed a difference. I'm like walking up the stairs, I'm like, oh, I don't feel, and I was like carrying bags, I was like, I don't feel as tired as I normally do. So that was not only progress, but that was like confirmation that like the energy work I'm doing and walking more and just being used to like, you know, just doing what I have to do. Therefore, like later on or the following day, I'm not dreading like, oh, I still have to do this, right? So since I mentioned that, maybe when it comes to like running errands or cleaning, daily tasks, I haven't thought of like bills, like ensuring you can, not that you can, but that you set the intention to handle business, right? And I'm really sensing that. I feel like since we're leading to Sagittarius season, Sagittarius is a fire sign, fire energy, it's passion, it's courage, it's creativity, it's motivation, determination, it's, right, the energy, the fire you have within. But since it's going to Mercury retrograde, make sure you plan things accordingly. Communication stays as stable as possible. But, well, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, bills and stuff like that. Okay, so again, making sure you're staying on top of everything or doing the best that you can, right? Thank you so much. Thank you for letting others to subscribe. But yeah, so making sure you are doing the best that you can no matter what. You know, people are going through many things and it's tough sometimes, and you want to spoil yourself, or you want to be able to like go on that vacation or make that big purchase, and you totally can if you can, but sometimes it's okay to wait. That's something I'm teaching like my kids, like, I know you want this, but you have to wait. Like I always state, like, when I am able, in the end of it all, I always get my kids whatever they want, whatever they ask for, because they deserve it, as they should. But sometimes it's like, nah, you gotta wait. You gotta learn to be patient. And I get it, because as a fire sign, when I want something, I want it now. Especially when I start thinking about it and it's like in my mind, I'm like, I want it, I want it, I want it. And then I'll do what I can, and when I can, and I get it, it's mine. Example. Some of you guys could be getting engaged during this time, or will be receiving a gift of some sort, or maybe you'll gift yourself something. That's also part of self-love, is gifting or getting something for yourself that is going to boost your energy, boost your self-confidence, boost, give you that boost, right? That helps with your self-esteem. I keep looking over here. I have this lip oil, and it's let's see, rose hip oil. So this one I actually have on one of my altars, and which I'll talk about later on. And I set the intention for it, and I like it as is. It's quite moisturizing, and it's like a little lip gloss lip oil, but just seeing it reminds me of like the importance of self-love work. In my previous video, once again, make sure you guys check it out if you haven't already. I believe I was wearing the same sweater, okay? It's clean, it got washed, okay? I'm wearing the same sweater. I'm wearing like all black. I got my Hex Girls shirt, Scooby-Doo, if you know, you know. I was like, it's Friday, let me wear something pink. You know, I got my nails, but these need to get done. But yeah, so I'm like, I'll just put on this sweater and just rock it, you know? And it's tapping into that energy. It doesn't just have to be pink. You could wear white, you could wear purple, yellow, orange, white, or whatever color boosts your mood, basically. Let's see. It's always in the beginning of the live where people will be saying like the weirdest things. As well, like I mentioned earlier, I'm thinking about doing again, new moon ritual group service. So if that's something you guys are interested in. People will be so weird. You know, make sure you guys are subscribed. You can let me know in the comments. You guys can email me or message me through Instagram. If you guys have any questions, just contact me. Sometimes I have people, I feel like people want to ask me things, but they don't. And then they'll wait like last minute to ask me about something, or once something was already done. Like if I'm posting like, oh, I'm offering like cleansing waters or something like that. Once it's already done is when they message me and it's like, well, it's gone now. You know, and I talk about it. So being informed, okay, so that's coming up, being informed. Make sure you inform yourself of things that you want to eventually do. So for example, if you want cleansing done, let's say you go to you get information from someone that's like local to you, right? So you're going to get a physical cleansing, let's say. Make sure you do your research, but ask questions, right? And if it's something you really want to do and you're able to do it, book it right then and there, right? Or set like a plan of like when, sorry, my skin's just itchy. Oh, I know why. Because I was drinking coffee. Technically, I'm allergic to coffee, but it's okay. I still enjoy it. Okay. So you guys could be experiencing like dry, itchy, sensitive skin. So make sure you're like moisturizing, self-care again, taking care of yourself. What else am I picking up on? I actually have my tarot cards. I had them in my car for the past like 2-3 days because I put them in there. I was like, oh, I'll go to one of like my favorite spots and I'll do like a collective reading. And I didn't. I've just been busy. That's another thing about being busy. Make sure you don't have to tell everybody, oh, I'm busy or I got a lot of things going on. But if people are expecting you to like, they invite you somewhere and they expect you to show up, or they expect you to stop what you're doing or set things aside just so you can like help them. Yes, you can help people. It's all part of receiving, giving and receiving, right? Because if you give support, you give help, you'll eventually receive that back. But if you're not feeling it and you have like a genuine reason, like let's say you're tired or you need some rest, it's okay to say no, or it's okay to be like, you know what, I could go for a little bit, but I need to go sleep. I need to go rest. There's something regarding that. So I'm going to do a collective tarot energy reading. There's something here about like forgetfulness. Maybe there's something that you guys have planned to do or want to discuss something with someone, but like you need to like write it down, or I don't know, maybe mark on like your the calendar on your phone or in your notes. There's something there about like forgetfulness. I did see 2 Teslas earlier, like they literally showed up at the same time. So some of you guys could have a Tesla, or perhaps you're thinking about getting one. Again, make sure you do your research and inform yourself before you sign anything. Any documents, some of you guys could be signing something today or within the next couple of days. So we have the World card here. So this is completion. It could represent endings too, but it's also success. It's things that you have set the intentions on, especially if you set any intentions within the past like week leading up to the week and a half. We had a full moon, let's see, this past Wednesday. This was past Wednesday. Or maybe it was last Wednesday. Oh my god, I think it was last Wednesday. And next week, let's see. Sorry, I'm getting like a bunch of energy coming through. Well, anywho, so leading up to the new moon, some of you guys will be setting perhaps even new intentions, or you're going to keep working on the intentions you already have been working on, right? So something I've been talking about is like cleansing and road opening work. So just make sure you do what you have to do, right? Clear that shit out. You might need like little boosters or something extra. You guys can check out my previous live. It's the Witchy Botanica haul, and I showed you like my essentials basically. Okay, and then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. I normally don't take reversals, but because it did pop out that way, I'll accept it. So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So some of you guys will be ending a cycle, or like I got more like a situation or even situationship where there was instability in the connection, or even regarding your finances. Like everything you've been trying to work for regarding stability and structure is just been so like uneven, or things just haven't been balanced or working out. So I feel like you're getting out of that energy. Some of you guys need to start doing something regarding your physical health. So perhaps walking more, stretching, doing yoga, or even dancing. I feel like that'll help to bring stability and structure, not just back within yourself, but into your daily routine. Again, that's something that I've been talking about in my previous lives. So funny, I'm doing a chart reading in my car. The Six of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys have decided, like I said earlier, last week I said, I'm tired of being tired. So since the full moon is shown right here, oh, excuse my missing nail. Since the full moon is shown right there, since this past full moon, or again, whenever you watch this video, you have chosen, you've made the decision. Swords is about decisions, about structure. It's about the communication, it's the mentality. You have chosen to move forward or even move away. Some of you guys could be planning on moving, or suddenly you'll have like 2-3 days to move out. I don't know. There's something regarding that. But just understand that moving away, or moving, I want to say like moving further away from this situation or even this person, is going to help you in the long run, because it's going to help release you from like this energetic pull or this energetic cord. Some of you guys could benefit from doing like a cord cutting spell, ritual, cleanse, especially if it's regarding like a situationship or a relationship. The Wheel of Fortune. So yes, definitely ending cycles here. You are moving towards a new cycle. Again, mentioning the new moon energy. Wheel of Fortune is also quite, I want to say like karmic. It's universally driven. So there's, you know, think about like the ups and downs of life, the good and the bad. So it's always a cycle. You will have moments where like everything's working out, everything's so good, everything's so positive, and then there are moments where you're like, fuck, everything's so shitty, what's happening? I feel like, you know, there's some of you guys could be dealing with anxiety, or maybe not maybe, some of you guys could be dealing with like just anxiety and like, so like constant worrying. So that's something you need to work on, because as you move towards this new beginning, you want to be in a secure and stable energy and like mentality when you go into this new phase in your life. Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be receiving a message regarding your finances, resources. Maybe there's going to be like a new job position available, and that might be something that you may be interested in, right? Page of Pentacles can also represent communication, which basically what I said. Some of you guys could have children as well, but the Page of Pentacles is like the initial stages of perhaps saving money, right? Setting money aside, investments, even investing into yourself, investing into the home. The Page of Pentacles, there's a peacock in the back. He's wearing, oh no, I thought that was part of his, like, his attire, his robe. But it's very green. It's very luxurious in this sense. So some of you guys could be getting plants as well for your home. Some of you guys could have pets. Some of you guys could have birds as pets. So you'll be incorporating like more floral things. Again, today is Friday. Planet associated with Fridays is Venus. So incorporating florals, incorporating color, incorporating plants, like I said. Perhaps a plant inside the home that helps to protect you and repel negativity, or having plants like outside of the home. So you guys could be earth signs. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. 3 of Swords. During Mercury retrograde, some of you guys will be going through some sort of separation, miscommunication, or even a breakup. Or you may have someone from the past that will message you, or, you know, just try to come back into your life, basically. And all that like healing work you were doing, it's like, don't invest. Don't invest. Listen, before Mercury retrograde started, I already had someone from the past like low-key try it, and then it's like, nah, we ain't doing that. You had your chance. You had your chance long time ago. Some of you guys could still have people who keep tabs on you. You could still have people who message you. You could still have people who like follow you on social media, and they're just kind of not necessarily keeping an eye on you. Some of them could be, but they're just like checking up on what you're doing, and that's kind of weird. Like I get it. At the same time, like if you're scrolling on social media and you see like, excuse me, you see someone's like TikTok, or you see them post like a picture or something on their IG, but it's like people be watching, but you're not watching them. The people who are watching, stalking, creeping, they're the ones that don't post shit at all. Isn't that weird? Some of you guys could be experiencing that. Or some of you guys could be those people. We call them the cross watchers here in the tarot community. Go do something else, dude. I constantly, for example, I know people be watching me, okay? I get the insights, especially on my social media platforms. I get insights. So I know roughly how many like views I get, everything. I know who be watching. I feel it too. The Hangman. So you guys are feeling like stuck in this energy. It's going to be important to, again, do your self-care, do anything and everything. A lot of you guys need to do like cleansing work. Okay, my previous video, I stated I saw smoke again. So you guys need to, you guys can burn herbs, you guys can dried herbs, you guys can use sprays, you can create your own sprays, you can use and create your own spiritual waters. If you guys need help with knowing like what to do, what to use, again, you can leave me a comment down below, or you guys can message me. I can also create a custom spiritual water for you, so it could be related to cleansing, protection, money drawing, self-love, for self-love, love, or even like all purpose. Okay, I know how to do those things. Okay, and do I do it and use them? Of course. You guys could benefit from doing like floor washes, spiritual baths, stuff like that, or like creating some sort of spray, or purchasing a intention spray and spray it in your home. Especially if you're someone who doesn't or can't light candles or incense, you can use sprays. 8 of Wands, fast moving energy. Some of you guys will be receiving communication from someone. It could be, again, this person from the past, Mercury retrograde. It could be very fast, rapid movement energy. Some of you guys will be receiving good news. Some of you guys could be traveling or moving. Something here about the throat chakra again. When I mentioned the Eight of Wands, I did see a crow fly above. Yeah, it was a crow. I saw crows and seagulls yesterday, and I remember I was searching up like the spiritual meaning of seeing them, but I totally forgot. I believe the crow represents, if I remember well, represents like endings and transformations and like changes. So it's kind of like alerting of you. So there's something here about moving. Maybe there'll be a situation where you're gonna make the decision to move. It is like, you know what, like, especially if you have to sign something, it's like, you know what, we can do this. We can, maybe it's regarding a lease, we can do this, we can make it work, especially if it's like too pricey or too expensive. Like, you're able to pay for things, but you're left with like almost nothing, and that's very annoying, especially in today's economy. Look, I keep shuffling the cards and nothing's popping up. Oh, until now. Y'all saw that, right? So the King of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So communication. You guys are going to be dealing with someone who is like, or this is going to be your energy. Like, let's state the facts. Like, let's state everything that needs to be stated, and like, let's just handle business. Like I said earlier, right? Like, this is what it is. This is how it's going to go. Especially when it comes to like documents, make sure you guys read over that, and also trust your intuition. There's a lot of like going based on like the mentality, the intellect, right? Especially if you're that type of person who bases things more on the mentality, right? And you don't really use emotions or tap into your emotions when it comes to things. I'm also getting offers, but just keep that in mind. Again, if you're gonna be signing something, just read everything well. Discuss things, inform yourself, like I said, before you sign things, because you don't want to sign something and then it's like, wait, well, that's not what they said in the email, or that's not what they said in text, or that's not what the person said on the phone the other day, right? Keep that in mind. I'm thinking something here about like money and the bank. So some of you guys could be choosing to, perhaps, maybe you have like money saved at home and you're thinking about depositing it into the bank, or maybe the other way around, you have money in the bank and you're going to choose to keep it saved at home. There's something here about cash or cash flow. Some of you guys are going to start increasing your cash flow, perhaps receiving money from like passive income. Some of you guys could benefit from listening to subliminals or like meditation music, especially when you're sleeping or meditating, or even like working out or driving. Be mindful when you're driving and working out, you know, but when you're like more in a calm, focused, grounded state, it could help increase cash flow, okay? Or it can help increase the intentions that you're trying to draw in, okay? I'm gonna share some, no, I'll keep that private. I was gonna share something. It's like, nah, I handled that and now I just gotta wait. Some of you guys need to stop oversharing. I am one of them. I love to give like spiritual advice, spiritual tips and tricks and stuff, but I'm learning to like, I don't have to share everything with everyone. I just give you guys like the general basic stuff, I guess, that I do. But at the end of the day, anything regarding with like law of attraction and spiritual work and stuff like that, like, you have to add your own mix to it, okay? Your own mix. I'm doing this, okay? Some of you guys, when you create like your own, I'm thinking like beauty products, but your own like intention set products, candles and stuff, use your hands and make sure you set, I want to say set the tone, but that doesn't make sense. Set the tone. Maybe you guys need to ground your energy and set the vibe, the tone, before you do any spiritual work. You don't want to be trying to like manifest success, right, or opportunities, and you're over here like freaking the fuck out and you're so like anxious, right? Because that energy is what you're putting into your intentions, right? You're trying to attract love, you're trying to attract let's say you're trying to attract a new love, you're trying to attract, I don't know, a particular type of person, and you want to be a little extra about it, right? Okay, let's say you want to have a healthy relationship, a healthy connection. You want to have like a healthy, hot sex life. You want to, You want this person to have the desire for you to, stuff like that, like setting intentions. But you don't want to do that when you're like all depressed and you're lacking confidence and you don't feel like you're beautiful. You don't think you're beautiful. You don't think or feel like you're attractive. So how the hell are you going to set the intention for finding someone who desires you, someone who wants you, right? And you don't even want yourself. You don't even desire yourself. You get what I'm saying? Again, this is why I always talk about self-love. If I didn't love myself, I wouldn't be, let me completely change that. I have felt like nothing. I have felt depressed, anxious. I have felt ugly. I have felt all kinds of things. I've thought many things about myself. And that's like a shift that a lot of you guys have to do or will be experiencing, is changing up things about yourself. It could be physically, mentally, emotionally. At the end of the day, your beauty, your energy is within. It's not just the outside. Because you can see like the hottest whoever, the finest whoever, but if they got like an ugly ass disrespectful energy, they ain't got no values, they don't value themselves, they only care about how they look aesthetically, that's ugly. Like, that's not attractive. And they may think they're attractive because how they physically look, right? Especially with social media, people be complimenting and assuming it's that's a whole nother thing. But when you actually like get to know this person or a particular person, some of you guys may know a particular person, like physically they may seem a certain way, but when you actually get to know them, you're like, dude, you're an asshole. Dude, like, you got an ugly ass personality. And I'm not making fun of people, right? Some people who tend to get their way or convince people because of how they physically look, they use that to their advantage, which is understandable to an extent. But then you're ignoring, or they're ignoring, like, the internal shit they have to work on, right? I hope that makes sense. At the bottom, we have the world, okay? We started off with the world card, okay? Completion, new beginnings. Full moon, new moon. Health, success, achievements. It's all, it all, I've been saying, it all works out. It will work out. At the end of it all, it has to work out. There's something here about affirmations when you set intentions, right? If you're trying to manifest something, or maybe you're going through a time where it feels kind of tough, you're having a hard time, it's hard to stay positive and have faith, but you need to affirm, like, everything's okay, everything is all right, it all works out. It all works out because it has to work out. Because if you think it's not gonna work out, well, guess what? It doesn't work out, right? I hope this makes sense to you. I literally thought of Justin Bieber when he's like, what did he say? What's not clocking to you? Literally that vibe. Like, what's not clocking to you? Again, going back to like self-expression, expressing yourself, setting boundaries, your throat chakra. The throat chakra, the color with that one is associated with blue. So it makes me think of Mercury, so Mercury retrograde. That's something like, listen, as someone who's quite vocal, as is, I'm very expressive. As you can see, I'm always talking with my hands and stuff and just talking. I have no problem with telling someone when they are in the wrong. And I say it respectfully, because sometimes you have to set boundaries, or you need to really like cut that moment, that cord, that connection. Because when you talk with someone, or you're talking to someone, there's a connection already establishing, right? If that makes sense, energetic wise, right? Sometimes you gotta be like, not doing this with you today, or we're not doing this. Like, that's something I've been doing pre-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, and then during this time, and I know I'll continue, but I'm like, we're done, or I'm done, or like, we're not doing this. Like, don't invest into the negativity. A lot of you guys need to be doing protection work. Again, check out my previous witchy haul. I know I talked about things you can do to protect your energy. I'm pretty sure in that one. But yeah, protection work. There's so many things you can use regarding that. Even just affirmations or praying, reading the Psalms. That's something that I love to do, is praying and reading Psalms. I love praying, especially when I'm cleaning. Listen, I'm gonna share something about myself. Listen, I've never been like, I used to hate cleaning. I actually enjoy cleaning now. I used to hate cleaning. I'll tell you why. I hated cleaning because for me, it was like a chore, right? But it wasn't just a responsibility for me, it was an obligation for me as a child growing up to, in a sense, take care of the home or start taking care of the home, because I was a female. I am a female. Because I was considered the one that could, do stuff like that. Growing up, I felt like I was like the second mom, right? There's more to the story, but I'm just sharing. So I've always hated cleaning. And this is gonna sound weird, but since I was younger, I already had a routine of like how I cleaned. So like there are certain time frames where I'm doing something particular. That's that has to relate to somebody. Maybe that's something you have also experienced, or maybe you're starting to notice. Is like, oh, I tend to do this at this time. Maybe you need to change it up, or maybe you need to go back to that. Maybe you need more structure, right? Instead of instead of washing dishes at midnight, which I did a couple nights ago because the day was so busy. Instead of washing dishes at midnight, wash dishes at 3 p.m. If that makes sense. But going back to what I was saying, so it was like a chore for me, and I disliked it. So I've learned to shift my mindset. And when I clean, you can listen to, like I said, a podcast. I love listening to tarot readings so much, because tarot readers give empaths, intuitives, they feel and they understand. So they're able to give great advice and great tips, right? So I learn as well. And the things I learn and I use and incorporate in my life, I like to share that with others. So when I clean, you could light incense while you're cleaning, or even after you're done cleaning. You could light candles. Like a clean home. Oh my God, like I get so excited now. Listen, I love my life. I love my life. I could cry about it. I stress the fuck out so much. I get so overwhelmed and overstimulated so much. But I know that me, as the person that I am in my home, I set the tone in my home. Someone relates to this. Or maybe someone needs to kind of take charge, in a sense, of setting the tone. Again, setting the tone. That's a keyword right there. I love my life. I appreciate my life. I love my family and everyone who is part of my family. But when I clean, like if I'm in a good mood, I'm not be all stressed out and mad. But if you are, maybe cleaning can help you, right? Of course, working out or distracting yourself and transmuting that energy. That's something I did recently too, but I'll talk about that later on, because that's like a new thing I'm gonna start doing. And once I go through that experience, then I'll talk about it. But transmuting, basically. But yeah, so cleaning, lighting incense, listening to music, uplifting music, or music that makes you want to dance or makes you want to sing. You can, again, light candles. I love candles. I love it. I love the fire energy. I love the vibration of it. I love the warmth of it. So a clean home, especially during like this fall winter season, and with some candles and some incense, and like you handling business and getting shit done, and allowing yourself to rest and be calm, self-care, self-love, you feel safe within yourself. You feel safe in your own home, and you can, like, be comfy in bed or on the couch and like watch your favorite show or your favorite movie. I love this season when it comes to that. Listen, I'm already looking forward to it. I'm sure, I don't know, it's gonna supposed to be a kind of busy day today and tomorrow, but excuse me, some of you guys will have a pretty busy weekend, or will have a weekend coming up where you have things planned, so spending more time with friends and families, which makes sense because of the holiday season. But make sure you guys take time to clean. That's probably a separate video that I should make, where I talk about like things you can do while you're cleaning, when you're like cleansing, clearing, attracting stuff. Like, I'm excited. Like, what time is it? 12:22 on, well, I was gonna say on the time, but it's 12:22 where I'm at right now. So I'm about to start, I was running errands, I'm about to start cleaning, doing my little thing that I do. I'm excited for it. Like, I love, maybe it's because I'm older now. I've learned to appreciate everything that I have, everything that I'm doing. I'm appreciating it. And like, I'm not OCD or anything like that. It sounds terrible to say, but I low-key wish I kind of was like that. But when it comes to cleaning, like, I love it. I enjoy it so much because, you know, I put intentions. I set intentions in my cleaning work, and that shit manifests, okay? If you're trying to, you know, call in opportunities and you incorporate and do certain things, especially while you're cleaning, and then those opportunities present themselves, hello. I think I'll make a separate video if I remember that, okay? But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go clean. I'm gonna go light some incense. I'm gonna go boil some herbs. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, yeah. But yeah, if you guys are interested in getting a cleansing water, protection, calling in self-love, or all-purpose, whatever it may be, again, my information will be in the description box. You guys can contact me there. Yeah, I will have, okay, I have plans, but I'll talk about it once it's done. Again, oversharing. Stop oversharing. A lot of you guys are oversharing, and that's why your shit doesn't happen, okay? It doesn't manifest. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys are interested in a private personal reading, you guys can contact me. Again, Intuitive Left Tarot on Instagram, or in my email. It'll be in the description box, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.